dear chickadees. Hello, hello. Yes, we're having a Thursday stream instead of a Wednesday stream. But it's still happening this week. That's the thing to take away. All right. Goodness, so much happened last week. It's gonna be interesting to see how it develops from here. I hope we don't kill anybody. Oh no. Hey, Nightjar Studios. Hey, welcome. Alright, I'm just getting some things situated. Yeah, I was almost late to today's stream, so I was hurrying up and eating real quick. Alright, where did we leave off at? I think we're about to go talk to the guy, weren't we? Hello, Ohilio! Welcome in! You got here right at the beginning, so perfect! Yep, it's a Thursday stream instead of a Wednesday stream, but... Listen, with this party, it's bound to happen. Yeah. I hope we don't end up killing somebody. Alright.
Oh, count me in. What's this, some kind of friendship pact? How cute.
Alright. Ready to get started, guys? Oh yeah, we left off just as, what's his name? Ilhad? Ilran? Ilran? Isn't his name Ilran? Our burb husband! Burb husband, yes. So, that cute little pink guy is that blue bird. I have so many questions. One, where can we get one? Well, we have fawn, but still. Alrighty. What do you mean, count you in? My thoughts exactly, Raen. Not again.
Oh, for fuck's sake. You know what? No, just no. Leave. We're not in the mood to deal with you.
Oh. Leos is telling the truth. He's like, you know what? No. Yeah, why is his hair pink when his feathers are blue? Exactly. I don't think he wore any blue, did he?
How cold. Leos, how could you treat me like this after all we've been through together? After all I've done for you?
Like what?
You've done for what you mean annoy and harass me? Trust me, if I wasn't babysitting these three, I would have already taken you out.
Oh gosh, I missed this. Magic, yes. Can you guys hear it all okay? Can you hear their voices okay? Because I do adjust it through whenever I'm working on other games. Can you hear Leo's sassy voice pretty fine? I mean, look, he's even trying. Okay, you can hear it okay? As in a date, Leo?
Ooh, to dinner? My, what a flirt.
He did not let that little invitation slide.
And I see you've picked up another stray, except, well, this stray looks awfully domesticated.
Even a domesticated animal can be known to kill. Sign.
You go, Sign. Sign held out his hand to be shook, but the green-haired man quickly brought it to his mouth and left a small kiss at the top.
My apologies, it seems I've underestimated you. I wouldn't want to offend the great Sign of...
Wait, look at his waist. That's like a little dolphin keychain.
Well, no offense taken. Yet. I'm sorry, but I don't think I caught your name.
Though they spoke pleasantly, there was an iciness to both of their tones, as if they were trying to one-up each other.
Oxabor is no place to be throwing your name around, as some of you may be aware. I think it's best I keep it to myself, for survival's sake.
What do you know?
Oh, I'm just a traveler. I know nothing.
Oh, really? Because it sounds like you know more than you're letting on. Why are you visiting Oxabor, It's not exactly prime vacation material.
Yeah, he definitely knows a lot more.
What do you mean? What's not to love about the scent of death and despair? Unless you have any other suggestions of place I could visit. I hear Sid Kayam is pretty nice around this time of year. Sign.
I always put my volume on max on your videos, but when I go off to another video, I'm met with ear rape. Oh no. Sorry. That is sad. But I'm glad you can hear me quite well.
I'd think you'd find it enjoyable no matter when you went. But my, I'd think a man like you would be far too busy to waste time talking to us. Don't you have somewhere else to be?
Oh, you're right. I wouldn't want to miss my appointment. It seems Varys and I will take our leave then.
The bird fluttered its small wings from the man's shoulder.
Don't miss me too much while I'm gone.
The man turned to leave, disappearing down a small alleyway.
Wait here for a second. I'll be right back.
Quickly, I ran after the man, leaving the others behind. I could see him up ahead, casually strolling through the muck-filled alley.
Hey, wait up!
Oh, well, isn't this a surprise? A puppy found its way to me.
Oh, we can see him up close. Okay, he may be annoying, but he is pretty. I mean, look at those pretty purple eyes, his little earrings, piercings. His bird apparently is infatuated with him. Look at him staring at him. It's true love. A puppy?
I just wanted to say, you should be careful. I don't know if you know, but people
have been turning up dead. That's nothing new. It's been happening for, well, more years than you can count.
Oh, look, he's got a little thingy. His name is literally Ilrun.
If you practice a little restraint, it's not dangerous. You know, the basic things. Don't give your name, don't meet up with strange people in the middle of the night.
He's already broken that. Isn't he blind though? The bird? Yeah. He's blind. I forgot. Yeah, we definitely didn't meet up with strange people in the middle of the night and went to their house willingly. I don't know what you're talking about, buddy.
Some people just don't have it in them, though. They just want to jump headfirst into danger without thinking up a plan. You wouldn't know anyone like that, would you?
Someone's being called out. The man let down onto my face with a serious expression.
Really, you're in no position to be giving out warnings. Your chances of survival are already slim. Actually, I have a few tips for you.
Tips?
When it comes down to it, keep him talking. Don't get into a fight you have no chance of winning. You might be alone, so you can't depend on your friends. Secondly, never take your eyes off him. If you falter for even a moment, you will die.
Oh. He's giving us tips for survival. Yeah, definitely not meeting strangers. Literally survived an encounter with discount vampire Sebastian. Oh, the name's back.
Lastly, good luck. You're gonna need it.
What are you talking about? Do you know who...
It's time for me to leave. Don't follow me again. Go back to your friends. I'm sure they're already missing you.
He turned around a corner and was gone. They were oddly specific tips. Sounds like he knows I'm in danger. Keep my eyes on him and keep talking? Stay strong, Raen. It won't come to that. I turned back and left the alleyway to rejoin the group. They were still where I left them, standing in the growing darkness.
Sorry I ran off like that. I just wanted to warn him about what's been going on.
He didn't need it, did he?
No. It seems like he knows exactly what's been happening here.
I get the feeling that you guys aren't exactly on good terms.
That's an understatement.
This is the third time we've met with him. He acts like he knows nothing, but I think he's actually really smart.
He carries a bird around on his shoulder and visits places like this for fun. He's about as smart as a slice of cheese.
I mean, the protagonists weren't like the visual novel would be 5 minutes. I mean, how many things in Mannequin Academy could have been avoided if Ori was smart? Same with Raen. Oh no. Yeah. Our poor, dumb child, Aura. Hey, Monster Dagger, welcome in. No, I'm late. No, you're okay. We haven't been going that long. Only thing you missed so far was the green-haired dude and his bird showed up, and Raen ran after him and was like, "Hey, you know, there's people getting killed in this town." And the dude's like, "Yeah, I know. Just be careful. Keep people talking. Don't go out at night. Bye." So, you didn't miss much.
Ooh, what kind of cheese are we talking here?
That's not really the point here.
No, it's not. But I guess Side's like, well, maybe Pepper Jack's smarter than Cheddar.
I mean, does the type matter? Can any type of cheese even be smart?
Just drop the cheese thing. It was a mistake.
I think cheese is just cheese, right?
You know what? I hate all of you. Stop talking about cheese.
Nah, I know you love us secretly. A burning passion for Raen, motherly love for Fawn, and for me. You hate that you love me so much?
Oh, you can just call you Max or Maxie. Okay, if I remember, I will. But like, I read your name, and the first thing pops in my mind is just saying Monster Dagger on here. But I'll try to remember that. You should know 2 minutes of the game here takes half an hour to go through. Yeah, it does. Look at him. Look at Sign trying to call him out here.
I envy people that have never had to make your acquaintance. You know that?
He doesn't deny any of it.
Okay, I'm gonna pretend that you don't exist, so why don't you find someone else to annoy now,
You're such a bully. It's just lucky that I find that attractive in a man. Oh, but then again...
Sign came up behind me and wrapped his arms around my waist. Dude!
Someone innocent like Rain is the most fun.
What? This isn't really the time for...
A second later, Fawn picked Sign up by the collar and dragged him off me. Yes! Fawn has had enough.
Rain's right. Now isn't the time. Nor is any other time good for that sort of thing from you.
Oh, no. Leo smirked at Fawn but didn't comment.
Okay, no need to be jealous. All you have to do is ask if you want my attention.
He picked the kitty up by the scruff and moved him away.
I don't.
Way to break a man's heart. Fine, I'll just direct all of my attention to Rain from now on.
Why don't you direct your attention towards something more useful? Pick up a hobby or something.
Oh, you might be onto something there. I have a feeling that Rain would make a very good hobby. There's enough of him to share, don't worry. Oh, I don't mind having half each.
No one's sharing him. Stop making decisions by yourself.
I'm kidding. Of course Rain will make the right decision, right?
He looked at me for confirmation, smiling.
Right.
As fun as this petty squabble over Rain's affection is, we need to come up with a plan. It's already getting dark, and we're not going to be able to search anymore here today.
It's hard enough finding our way around in the light.
So we have one option, really. Go back to Nox's manor for the night.
I think we have a few questions to ask him anyway.
There's a few things that just don't line up. I'm sure if we ask, he'll help us work it out.
Yeah, I hope so. But I'm not holding my breath.
The streets and alleys were barely lit and scarily dark. Every step we took towards Nox's mansion filled me with more unease. My legs felt like they were filled with lead. Should we just turn back? No, not when we came this far. A cool wind blew dead leaves past us, as if leading us back to Nox's manor. We approached his large gate, which was slightly ajar. His windows were dark, the same as the previous night. Does he ever light any candles, or does he just exist in the darkness? I knocked on his door lightly, and it swung open.
What is it?
I, don't have the best experience with doors being left unlocked.
No, we don't.
That's oddly specific.
Hello? Nox? Are you home?
My voice echoed around the dark room. No answer.
Maybe he's out.
We should check, right?
I stepped into the unlit entryway first, and the other three followed behind me.
Oh, I found these earlier too.
I heard Sign fumbling with something before a candle lit up the room.
Here you go, Rain. Hold this.
Oh, sure.
He handed me the candle and I took the lead. The entryway was no different to how it looked the previous night, but something felt wrong. Different without Nox, it seemed. Hollow. Lonely. Forgotten. Who the hell is Nox? Nox is vampire discount Sebastian. Hell no, Sparrow's not gonna like this part. Oh no. Oh no. My mouth felt dry when I tried to swallow.
Hello? Knox? Are you home?
Let's search some of the rooms. He might still be around.
You don't think anything happened to him, do you?
Knoxy, Knox, Knox! Where are you?
You gotta give Sign credit for being completely unflappable.
You stop yelling like that.
Why?
What do you mean, why? It's annoying and you're too noisy.
No one else is complaining about it. I think you're just being mean.
They're just too polite to tell you to shut up. Mouseboy, it's annoying, right? Come on, back me up here.
He didn't respond. We opened a door that led further into the house. Still no sign of Knox. Each step echoed through the room, the only sound apart from my heart that beat loudly in my ears. In this dark, empty house, time felt like it stretched on forever. In that infinite time, I had a thought. Someone as important as Knox, why wouldn't he have a house filled with maids or servants? 'Cause it's not his house. Is what I'm guessing. But no, he just lives here alone. I wonder how long his parents had been gone for. We continued further into the silent house. The flickering candlelight left the walls covered in dark shapes, moving in time to the flame. Last night, we didn't have the chance to look around or explore. The first level alone was bigger than the orphanage I grew up in. I wonder how big it truly is. The next door we pushed open let out a loud, low groan. Dust swirled around us as we made our way inside.
What? You finally done yelling?
He was oddly silent, too. Oh no, they're all being taken! They're all being taken! No!
Thank the gods he's finally quiet. If he kept going at that pace, his jaw would have fallen off.
I raised the candle in front of me, and we finally saw the room that we entered. Dust covered every surface, and cobwebs hung from every corner. Some expensive-looking furniture lay discarded around the room, but most were covered with white sheets.
What's this?
A large portrait took up most of one of the walls, but it was covered up. When I reached out to touch the sheet, I found that it was also coated in dust. It had obviously been covered for quite a long time. With a foreboding feeling in my chest, I rested my hand against the dusty white sheet. One look couldn't hurt. Gingerly, I pulled the sheet away from the wall.
It's
A portrait. A woman with dark hair, tied back neatly on top of her head. Her face was serious, a perfect model for painting. A tall man stood behind her, no hint of a smile. A neat beard with short cropped hair. He stared straight through me. In front of them, a young child with black hair and glasses. He looked just as serious as the other two, but his eyes gave him away. He looked sad, beyond words. Every stroke looked masterful, a perfect painting, if such a thing was possible. Whoever painted this was talented. The colors were mellow and the mood seemed almost somber, but it was still beautiful. A sad beauty, like the last sign of autumn before winter. Then, this must be Knox and his parents. Without thinking, I raised a hand to touch the portrait. The surface was bumpy against my fingertips.
Are you seeing this? This must be Knox many years ago.
I turned around, holding my candle out in front of me. The room was empty, apart from me.
Guys, that's not funny. Come on out.
I knew it! I knew it! Them just suddenly falling quiet. They still got taken, or something. Yep, definitely not a monster in human clothing, and definitely not eating people. Sorry, I wish you good luck on this part. What? No, Vaughn. All this could have been avoided if you held hands. Yes. Yes, I should have held hands.
Guys?
I searched the room desperately, but no one responded to my calls. The cold sweat ran down my back, gluing my shirt down almost instantly. My heartbeat picked up, echoing through my head. Okay, it's okay. They must be close by, right? There's nowhere to go. After all, we just got a little split up. It's not the first time that happened. I clenched my fist tighter around the candle. Yeah, I'm fine. In the distance, a dog barked noisily. I glanced back towards the door I came through previously, then to a door that led further into the house. Should I wait here? Go back? Keep searching? What would Leos do in this situation? Burn the house down and leave. Be smart, Rain. This is no time to panic. I walked back towards the door I came from, resting my fingertips on the cold handle. The reasonable thing to do would be to go back and find the others. They're probably looking for me anyway. You guys see that, right? Don't look behind you. Why do I keep getting into this mess? Look at, I pushed the door open and peered into the room that I just left. It was empty. If not here, where? Back in the entryway? They'd be searching for me, so I better go back. With the candle close to my body, I started back the way I came. Now that I think about it, when was the last time I saw them? You guys are agreeing with me, right? Don't look behind you! Well, shit, that's not terrifying to say. Discount vampire Sebastian! Oh, about that. About no to that. Yeah, well, Ilrun knew exactly what was going on, didn't he? He knew what he was gonna face because he was like, do not turn your back to him and keep him talking. Our back is to him, guys. Did I really manage to wander off by myself? It doesn't seem possible. They were right behind me. Oh, he picked them off. Oh. He picked them off in order of where they were. Like, Fawn was taking up the rear, so his back was to him, and he got taken first. And then it was Sign, and Sign was taken, because none of them noticed them missing, because that was in the order they were walking. Man, I gotta sneeze, but I can't sneeze. Oh. Down the hall, a door set slightly ajar. I almost couldn't believe it when I noticed that orange glow coming from inside.
Leos? Fawn? Sign! Is that you?
Slowly, I peered through the doorway, looking like the source of that light was a candle, sitting on a round table in the center of the room. It was still dark and hard to see far into the room, though. This is trap! This is so a trap! This is so a trap! Swallowing my fear, I pushed the door open and entered the room. Tiptoeing, I approached the table. The room was dark with slightly musty, stale smell. No moonlight lit up the room. There wasn't a single window in sight. I put my candle down on the table next to the other one. When we got separated, did the others leave this here? Some old furniture littered the room, covered in a white cloth. The flames flickered and swayed in a sudden light breeze, casting dancing shadows over the wall. Wait, a breeze? I spun around just in time to see the door being closed. Both the candles went out and I was plunged into darkness. It was a trap! I told you it was a trap!
Who's there?
Even though it was impossible to see, my eyes darted around wildly. I tried to control my breathing, but my heart was basically in my throat. I shuffled backwards until I felt the table at my back. I have to relight the candles somehow. Wait, where are they? Just a second ago, they were both...
Looking for something?
I didn't really jump at that one, so I'm good. Yep, our back and out, but hopefully he doesn't devour us anywhere. Oh, you sly discount vampire, you took my druid boy. Raen is so, Raen is too self-aware for my liking. I would have felt his eyes. I know when people are staring at me. Screw the candle, run! Yes. Why are you trying to light the candle, buddy? Do you have matches on hand? I don't think you do. I jumped when a voice boomed directly next to my ear.
Who's there? Show yourself!
Max, I hope that's not a spoiler you put in chat. I searched through the darkness with a little success. Where are they?
You look frantic. Don't tell me you're scared.
Okay, now that's a deep voice, guys. The condescending voice cut through the silence. Amused and jovial, I closed my eyes and tried my best to swallow the fear that crept up inside me. Wait, is this a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde situation? I need to think. Think, Raen, think! If this is what I think it is, I need to find the others. I need to draw them to me.
Stay back! Guys, I'm in here!
A menacing laugh echoed through the dark room, cutting through the air. I clamped my mouth shut. He's mocking me. Even though I couldn't see, I could feel him close to me. A dark, evil energy radiating from him. I need to move. Put some distance between us. I circled around the table. Just having it between us will give me some comfort. Plus, there's not exactly anywhere else to go in such a small room. Gripping at the edge of the round table, I glanced around the blank space before me. He's here somewhere. But where? I need to light a candle. How are you going to light a candle, buddy? Do you have matches in your hand? Do you know where the candles are? Buddy, think. Use that fluff between your ears. Hopefully the stream doesn't last 4 hours like last time. Okay, yeah, sorry. I'll try to get it done in 2 hours today. I'm conflicted. He sounds hot, but he's scary, though. He just brought me back to English class. That book was on crack. Oh, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. No, nightmare. Step away from temptation. Remember... No sign of movement. Not a single sound apart from my shallow breathing.
Only a coward would hide in the shadows. Show yourself!
You've been having fun, haven't you? Stalking through the streets, playing detective. You must think yourself extremely clever. Has no one ever told you that curiosity killed the cat?
Clever? I haven't done anything impressive. Tell me who you are.
And why would I need to do that?
A silence passed between us, and I had nothing to tell him. If only I used my time more wisely. Is it making fun of me because I didn't go to Knox's house to investigate when I probably should have?
All that investigating, yet you couldn't work out something so simple. He was wrong about you then. He thought you his savior.
This is a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Holy shit. Hi. I was right. Dude, look at his eyes. Hell yeah. He really does look like Discount Vampire Sebastian now. He's literally 2 feet away from the door. No, only a man that wants to live would hide in the shadows. This guy is destroying every visual novel game protagonist with facts. He is.
Nox?
It seems it's finally time for our meeting, Raen.
This is not Nox. This is not Nox. Well, I can tell Nightjar likes this. He's like, they're like, hey, sexy. Daddy. He does look really good like this.
All I wanted, all any of us wanted was to help you. We believed you. Why? Why would you?
Finally, I looked at Nox. The same outfit as always. Same hair, the same face. Bar one detail. His eyes. They were black. Darker than anything I've seen before.
Who are you?
Didn't we already ascertain that?
The way the man was speaking. The way he was acting. His eyes. They were nothing like the Nox I knew. What's the truth? What am I seeing? Or what am I hearing?
No. You're not Nox. You can't be Nox. Tell me the truth.
Your confidence is almost astounding. You don't seem to realize the situation you're in. Your friends are gone, abandoned. You have no one left to protect you, and yet you think yourself in a position to question me freely.
You locked us in a room and shut the door. I think we need some answers. Leos, fond sign, please be safe. I promise I'll find you soon, but they'll only happen if I can get out of here.
The Nox you knew was nothing but a fake. That's the truth.
The Nox I knew was a fake? The way he begged us to help, desperate and afraid, that was all an act? No, I can't believe it. It's almost as if he's a completely different person. As if someone else is in his body. Ding, 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 ding.
No, you're lying to me. You. What are you?
The last person you'll ever see.
Oh, that's a good line. That's a good line. Oh, you guys are thirsting over here for for a deep voice vampire boy, right? I'm liking this voice. It's not daddy, it's zaddy. I can tell who's gonna be in a toxic relationship. Ayo, you free after this, man? I mean, no, I must stay strong for Drew, boy. Hang in there, Nightjar. I gripped onto the edge of the table with even more strength than before. It was the only thing keeping me standing at this point.
No. What are you? Are you even human?
No.
Human? I haven't been accused of that in years.
Look, his expression changed. It's a little softer. Not human. That green-haired man, he mentioned curses and demons. Black eyes, tortured victims, hundreds of murders.
Even from across the room, you smell... divine. I can tell. You're special, aren't you? I'll make sure to savor every bite of you.
Oh ho! That felt like it could be meant in more than one way. No, I have to keep him talking. That's what he told me to do. Don't take my eyes off of him. Don't try to fight him. My only option is to keep him on the other side of the table. If it's true that he's not human, he'll overpower me if I get too close. Nox circled around the table, trying to approach me. I echoed his movements, moving further away. What can I ask? What can I say? Okay, I am saving here because I feel like we're gonna mess up. Think about the victims. He ain't gonna care about the victims. Think about Nox's betrayal. That might get him talking. Think about the business. We don't know what this side of Nox thinks about the business going on. Are we talking about eating like physically or in the bed? Dies on floor. Is this Tokyo Ghoul? I see Kaneki needs a career. Poll? Okay. Okay, I had to remember how to do a poll for a second. Okay. Very short options because I'm typing one-handed. There you go, guys. Don't get us killed. Don't get us killed. Poll is up. This is pretty cool, though. So, we should have investigated the manor sooner. But, like, the little children's book we found, he found a demon and, got possessed, didn't he? You need to practice using the YouTube features. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Thank you. Thank you for being like, you need to check. It's 50-50 so far. Oh. The Nox is winning. I don't think he cares about his victim. He ate them, and I don't think he cares about betrayal. But he does care about money, judging by this mansion. Well, didn't he inherit this mansion, though? And he doesn't have anybody in here to, like, flaunt his wealth to. But I think he doesn't have any, like, servants because, you know, he switches back and forth and they'd be a liability. Or he probably ate them all. I'm saying he probably ate them all. I think the screen... Oh, I think the stream may be lagging a little bit, guys. Oh, it keeps halting on my end. That ain't good. But Nox won in the poll. Yeah, but what about the picture? True. But he has it covered up so he won't have to look at it. Thing I love about the 1900s, the rent would be crazy. You decided you need to pay someone for your house that you'd live in monthly. Okay.
Why did you bother asking for my help in the first place? Why pretend if you were just going to do this?
No, no, I do need your help. I'd never.
Nox?
Don't interrupt my dinner.
Is that the real Nox? Are you both in there? What are you doing to him?
I don't need to do anything to him. He does enough to punish himself. He's never forgiven himself for how many lives these hands have taken, his fault or not.
What? What does that mean? Is he using Nox's body? Clearly. Oh, we can do the other ones. Okay, we're gonna do business now I'm kind of thinking on the different foot now because Nox is fighting back, guys. So maybe we should do the victims this time. Because Nox is clearly in there. And we gotta rise out of him. Because he interacted. We got Nox to come out. That's the first time he's came out in this entire area. Okay, while they're fighting, go out the door. I mean, you're not wrong. Okay, it looks like you guys are leaning towards victims right now because I think... What, kitty? Meow. Meow. Really? Okay. Alright, looks like we're leaning towards victims because we are getting him. You just wait a minute, kitty.
You killed all those people, right? How many?
Hundreds, thousands. I lost count. Months fade into years, into decades.
But it's impossible. You can't be any older than...
The age of this body is irrelevant.
Why did you kill them? How?
Why? Because they deserved it. Humans are repugnant, loathsome creatures. They push compassion aside out of greed and hate. They keep taking and again. They thirst for power not only at the cost of themselves, but others too. They're a disease to this planet. They're not worthy of living.
Dude.
They're innocent people. They just wanted to live their lives. They didn't do anything to you.
That's not how science works. Oh, stream is laggy today. Oof. Oh, he's possessed. They're innocent people. They just want to live their lives. They didn't do anything to you.
They deceive each other for their own merit. They backstab and trick their way to the top, no matter the cost. It doesn't matter if they've harmed me or not. Given enough time, they'll harm everyone around them.
Your thinking is wrong. You can't punish everyone because of a few bad apples.
Watch me.
Oh, so we can say all of them. Okay.
I've heard a lot about the Muranos. How far-reaching their influence is. How much power they hold over Oxibor. Did you just throw all of that to the side?
Oh, their little business kept ticking along in the background. They made more money than you could imagine, but it was never enough. No, they became greedy. They acted like the town's kind benefactors on the outside whilst driving the competition out of town in secret. All the while, torturing me. Keeping me stuck in this godforsaken town.
How are they keeping you stuck in
What?
town?
What do you mean?
I mean that everything they earned was stolen from the hands of others. No matter where they go, they take and hurt, pillage, and kill. Don't you worry. I intend to keep this business going.
Why would he want to keep it going? Ooh, close up. Nox stared back at me, quietly watching my every move. If I blink, will it be over? If I keep this up and he becomes distracted, then what? Do I run for the door? Will someone come for me? But if something happened to Fawn, Leos, and Sign, no one else knows I'm here. No, there's no use in doubting myself now. I have to keep going. I have to survive. Again, he crept around the table towards me. Not fast enough to try and catch me, but fast enough to let me run. He's enjoying stalking me. Oh, we got more questions. Maybe they're just gonna let us ask everything? Think about Caspian. Think about the demons. Think about Muranos. Well, we just talked about the Muranos, and he just seems a little pissed about it. Maybe we can ask about Caspian. Wow. Stream is quite behind. I think. There we go. Okay, let's see if I can do another. You guys want another poll, or you want me to just start asking? Moranos. What a name. Yep, you hate humans so much that you possessed one. You make so much sense. I think he has a crush on humanity and is a tsundere. My type of husband. Yeah, and the dogs, with their ass on the carpet doesn't mean they deserve to die. Alright, there we go. Okay, you guys want to ask about Caspian first, and then I guess demons. Alright.
Did you lie when you said you knew Caspian? When you told me you knew where he went?
That's strange. I don't think I ever remember mentioning him. After all, this is the first time we've met.
Oh, does he not get to keep, like, Nox's memories?
Caspian, that wretched sorry man. Always running from his past, getting mixed in business that wasn't his own. He should have been mine to devour 18 years ago. I never lose my prey, and let me tell you, it won't happen again. He'll be a worthy substitute.
You said he was like a brother to you. Are you telling me that you didn't care about him, truly?
Oh, we got him to stumble there.
Caspian? Of course. He was my... No. A brother to me, never. No treacherous, filthy human deserves to live in my presence.
Oh, we had Nox out for a minute.
You're lying! I want to believe the man who told me how much Caspian meant to him!
You can believe whatever you want.
Think about demons. A demon? Is that even possible? I don't want to believe it. I can't even begin to fathom him in my mind, but that green-haired man, he knew more than he was letting on.
Tell me, are you from this world?
What world do you expect me to come from? When I was alive and long after my death, all I wished was to be free from this world. But reality is cruel. In my last moments, I thought to myself that I'd be free. Yet here I am.
You're dead? I don't
Oh, this body is perfectly alive. But am I dead, alive, or somewhere in between, trapped?
His body is alive. Does that mean the real Nox is trapped somewhere inside of him? Then again, which is the real Nox? I don't understand. But...
You sound nothing like the Nox I know. You act nothing like him either. I can't believe that he was a fake. Tell me, are you a... demon?
Yeah, he wasn't a brother. He was more, by the way. I'm loving the voice. Yeah, what if Nox was, like, dating Caspian at one point? He got isekai'd from Tokyo Ghoul. I'm already on his bed. Wines and candles for him, man. His eyes flashed for a moment before returning to normal. I tensed the grip on the table, ready to run, but he made no move to reach for me.
You really are a clever one. Not a single other person has ever guessed. Either you know more than you're letting on, or you were tipped off.
A demon. Evil incarnate. Or so the stories go. By the look on his face, he wasn't messing around. But what is a demon? The most obvious answer is the opposite of a god, right? Is that what he is? He tapped his fingers on the table, snapping me out of my thoughts.
What happened to the Muranos? I heard they were a powerful family. But all that's left is... you.
Scrape a spoon against the bottom of a barrel, and there you have the Muranos. Filth. Dredge. They deserved all that happened to them, and everything that will continue happening to them.
Okay, one of my cats is being very feisty. He wants to go out and play in the yard. He's over here fussing at me, so I am going to let him out, and I'll be right back, guys. Okay, I'm back.
Did you kill them?
Oh, just killing them would be far too kind. I fed upon their essence slowly, savoring every taste of their disgusting souls.
Fed upon their essence? What?
No one deserves to be slaughtered. No one deserves to be treated like that.
Really? Is that true? Tell me, if I said that I tortured your friends until they begged to be killed, but you want to slaughter me, yes? Why would your actions be excusable, but mine not? For what reason does murder become justifiable, fair?
Never. It's never the right thing to do.
Come back and say that when you've been held against your will for hundreds of years, poked and prodded. When you've been used and abused. You haven't experienced the selfishness of mankind, have you? You haven't suffered at their hands.
Ooh. What, was he like locked up somewhere in the mansion and then the kid found him? Or Nox as a kid found him and let him go?
When your flesh has been peeled from your body, your blood drained and drunk by people you once swore to protect. Then, I'll listen to your opinion.
Dang.
Then again, you'll never get the chance.
If what he says is true, then he's the real Nox. But he speaks as if it isn't his body. And he says he's a demon. Then the Muranos kept him trapped here and hurt him somehow. The real Nox, no. The Nox I know must still be in there somewhere. There must be something I can say to bring him out.
Nox. Nox, please. You must still be in there somewhere. I know you're still in there. What happened to the little boy who was best friends with Caspian? The one that looked up to him more than anyone else? What happened to the man who needed my help to fight against the evil in this town? He isn't gone. I won't believe it.
How many times do I have to tell you?
No! Don't say that you hate Caspian. And don't tell me that you're the real Nox. I don't want to hear it. If you don't help me now, we'll never find Caspian. Don't you want to see him again too?
I do. Raen, I'm so sorry. I don't know if I can stop him.
Nox! Nox, is it really you?
I peered into his face, lit up by the candlelight. His eyes were pink and he looked pained. Oh, so he's like halfway there. Barely in control. Raen, you have plot armor. You're fine. I ran to his side, throwing away the last of my doubt.
You have to run. I can't stop him. He'll kill you.
I can't just leave you here. I won't. What will happen to you if I run away now?
Don't try to be a hero. I can take it. I'm used to it. I'll hold him back. So you have to leave.
What if we get salt and make a salt circle around him? What will happen then? I looked towards the door. I could run. If I went fast enough, I could quickly leave town and be far away from his grasp. What about your friends? But Nox.
I told you I'd stop the murders. I said I'd find the culprit and save you. I won't take that back.
You're a fool. You worked it out. You solved the case, so I'll keep my end of the bargain too. The truth about me and about Caspian. No! You still think this boy can free you? You'll never be rid of me. Go away. Stay out of this. Raen, I wasn't always like this. When I first met Caspian, I was just a normal child.
Okay, whoever's doing the voice acting for Nox is doing an amazing job. He's like going back and forth between normal Nox and demon Nox, and it's great. You can hear the struggle. I love this. gonna have to watch Jekyll and Hyde later, but I love this.
My family. Hundreds of years ago, we lived in Sidkayam, but they were cast out. A disgrace to the other high houses. They were angry, resentful. They moved out here to Oxyburg, but along the way, I know this will sound hard to believe. Trust me, I didn't believe it either. They found something. Something that shouldn't have been found. A god. A god in the flesh. They found him when he was weak, and they dragged him by force back to Oxyburg. They kept him in a cage, excited about a possibility of revenge against the king. Shut up! Don't tell him about... They thought that eating his flesh and drinking his blood would give them longevity and power. But all it did was make the god bitter and angry. Who wouldn't be? Kept trapped for hundreds of years and more pain than you can imagine. He grew to hate humans. The isolation and mistreatment affected his mind, and he turned from the god of the hunt into a demon. He threw off his shackles and freed himself. His heart and mind were corrupted beyond repair. My family. He ate them. One at a time.
It honestly sounds like your family deserved it, buddy. Dude, so it was an actual god, like the god of the hunt. They found them, and instead of like helping him, they just locked him in a cage and kept like drinking his blood and eating pieces of him and leaving him in pain for who knows how long. So that made this god of the hunt lose his mind, and he turned into a demon. Dude. That sounds like these people deserved it.
He ate them?
He didn't feast on their flesh, but instead their souls. They were scared, but they didn't want to lose the demon's power, so they struck a deal. In exchange for offerings, he would spare them and lead them some of his power.
Is that the demon you have inside your body? He used to be a god?
That's right. I'm sure you're wondering how it ended up like this, right? Caspian. He was meant to be their next offering. His name appeared, just like yours. I couldn't let him die. Not like that. Not when I can do something about it. You stole him from me! He was meant to be mine! Get out of my head! You didn't deserve it! He was my family. My parents. They would have sacrificed Caspian and Nox in a heartbeat. So I helped him escape. I warned him, and he managed to get away safely. Nox was... he was furious. He's still furious. I've never seen anything so angry. I was supposed to take Caspian's place and be eaten instead, but my parents begged him to spare me. I was their only heir. That was the reason they wanted me kept alive. If I had siblings, then I don't understand it fully, but the body he was in was weak, deteriorating. So, my parents let him have half of mine. Every offering from then died at my hand. I couldn't stop him.
Dude, your parents gave you to him? You think the demon wanted to eat Caspian in a different way? Oh my gosh. So, Nox didn't want his friend Caspian to be eaten, so he warned him and Caspian escaped. The demon, very mad, wanted to take Nox as a replacement, but the parents were like, no, this is our only son. Why don't you just possess him and take half his body? Oh my god.
My mother and my father both slaughtered because I couldn't control him.
Why should you have to control him, bud? They gave up your body to this guy.
Why didn't you tell me this in the first place? I could have done something.
I don't know what would have happened to you if I told you from the beginning. There's nothing you could do. It's too late for me. We've been together for too long. I don't think there's any way to separate us anymore. Asking for your help, it was a mistake. I never should have asked something so dangerous of you in the first place. You still have time. You need to flee, like Caspian did. Isid Kayam.
And then what? You stay stuck here like this?
If you don't want to flee, then kill me, or I cannot do it myself. It's the only way to put a stop to this once and for all.
He turned away from me and walked towards the wall where something lay hidden behind the cloth. He pulled the cloth down swiftly, revealing a large, ornate mirror. Gingerly, he raised a hand to touch his reflection.
I'm not me anymore. I'm a monster.
With a crash, he smashed the mirror, and his broken reflection stared back at him. Quickly, he came back to my side.
Take this. Don't be scared.
He took my hand and pressed a large, jagged piece of glass into my palm, closing my fingers around it carefully.
Kill me. Leave me to bleed out and die, then run. Don't ever come back here.
I won't! I won't do that to you! Nothing you say will convince me!
Why won't you understand? No matter how much I try, I can't do it myself. But it's the only way. Everyone in Oxyber will continue to suffer if you let me live.
You're more than just him! You're you! And I won't give up on you so easily!
I mean, 2 boyfriends in one, and yeah, he hates humans, but I work it out. I gotta stop this man. Just kill him. The newest season of Black Butler is out. You can fix him.
That's enough. I've let you run your mouth for far too long.
I tried to back away, but I was too close. There is no chance of escape.
Don't look away. You can watch whilst I rip this Caspian look-alike apart.
Oh, we look like Caspian.
I'm suddenly famished.
Let Nox go! Ugh!
Suddenly, my arm was yanked with a force that wasn't human. The shard of glass in my hand went flying across the floor. No matter how hard I struggled against him, I couldn't snatch my arm free.
Wait! Don't do this! Please, let me go!
He squeezed my arm even tighter. With only a single hand, he had me completely trapped. No. I gotta keep him talking and get away.
There's no point in struggling against me.
Wait! Wait! Please, we can talk this through!
My body curled in on itself and a strong blow was delivered to my stomach. I brought my free arm around my waist, clenching my teeth. It hurt.
You should be honored to be in my company. Yet you're still trying to escape. Get it through your head. I'm not letting you go. You will take Caspian's place.
Oh no, you guys have converted Ophelia. You can fix him. The demon voice is nice and can't we just keep the demon and get rid of Nox? I'm sort of digging it. Yes, fall into the dark side, Ophelia. Never mind, Rain, run. You should be honored to be in my company. You will take Caspian's place. No, I think we're good. Out of the corner of my eye, I could see the shard lying on the ground not far from me. If I could just reach it. That would mean killing both of them, though. I don't want that. I don't want that at all.
What did you really do to my friends?
They're perfectly safe for now. I just sent them away.
Where did you send them?
We don't want any interruptions after all. Don't be too upset about them missing out, though. I'll retrieve them when we're finished here.
Anger pulsed through my body in red waves of rage, but it just made me feel all the more useless. I couldn't even wrestle a single arm away, let alone save them. He smiled at me, enjoying the torment.
Stop smiling. They mean more to me than anything else. If you hurt them, I won't let you go.
I was thrown roughly onto the table, my back against the wood. He loomed over me, holding me down. This is bad. I can't move.
Get off me! Let me go!
What a predicament you found yourself in, Caspian Copycat. You know, this is a real shame. I'm sure we could have been great friends in another lifetime. That's what you wanted, wasn't it? To be my savior. To redeem me. But life isn't a fairy tale.
I tried to pull my wrist from his grip, but it was pointless. This is how I die?
Nox! Please, please help me! Nox!
I won't let him help you. Not this time.
He flashed me a grin and two fangs poked out over his bottom lip. Is this it? He'll rip me to shreds so easily. No, please. I'm not ready to die. Not yet. There's so much I don't know. Like sex. There's so much left to see. There's nowhere left to escape to. No path out of this. He brought his face close to my neck.
Help! Please, someone!
I'm going to enjoy this. You smell delicious.
Raen, babe, you gotta help yourself.
Feel free to scream all you want. No one's going to save you.
His tongue ran down my throat, and I could feel his fangs scraping against me. He's going to rip out my throat. I'm going to die. Oh, he's actually a vampire. This is too oh my gosh, I can't talk. Hang on. This is too suggestive. The writers know what they were doing. Yes, they do.
Nox, please!
Dang! That was a good freaking yell. The door flung open abruptly, slamming so hard that it echoed through the room. Two silver blurs came flying through the open door straight towards the table. One lodged in the wood, and the other in Nox's shoulder.
Ouch.
When I looked to the side, I could see a strange-looking dagger sticking out of the table. It looked different to Leo's, and it was only inches from my face. That almost hit me. Who's throwing daggers around like that? Okay, hang on, guys. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. Is it Ilrun? Oh my gosh, it could be. Nox let go of me, reaching up to remove the blade from his arm.
You know, it's terribly rude to interrupt someone when they're eating. A simple knock would have sufficed.
With the weight off my body, I rolled off the table and hit the ground. Quickly, I stood and backed away from Nox. He dropped the bloody dagger onto the table and turned his attention to the doorway. A figure stepped into the room, a serious expression on his face. Wait, really? It is Ilron! Green hair, pulled into a fluffy ponytail, tumbled out over his back, a small bird set on his shoulder. His usual teasing grin was gone. The bird flew from his shoulder, straight at me, and poof. A white cloud suddenly took up all of my view. I coughed, swatting it away from my face. It dissipated, apart from a small cloud that surrounded... Wait, what? I blinked a few times, but it didn't help me in understanding what I was seeing. What? Ah, he's naked! He naked! He naked! Oh, look at the pretty boy! He's so pretty. Very naked but pretty. A second man stood in front of me, shielding me from Nox. It was like he jumped straight out of the clouds. His hair was the same color as a peach, and he had no clothes on. Like, he was completely nude. My head spun. What exactly is going on? Without delay, the green-haired man threw a bundle of cloth over his companion's shoulders before turning his gaze towards me. Oh, look at the baby! He is adorable, okay? Look at him. Oh, he's ready. He was ready with the clothes. He's like, alright, here you go. Get dressed. How did I go from being held down, fighting for my life, to this? What's going... You scream for help, buddy. You scream for help, and you got help.
What? What's going on? Who?
Freshly dressed in what looked like a poncho, he pulled on my wrists and led me away from Nox. Finally, I got a glimpse of his face. His features were gentle and calm, but his expression looked grave.
Raen, stand back.
My. What have we here? Unannounced guests. Well, the more the merrier. I was feeling particularly hungry tonight anyway.
Yo, we were gonna kill the virgin vampire Sebastian with pretty nudity. He is cute.
What a gracious offer! Thanks, but you'll be going hungry tonight, it seems.
We'll see about that.
Blood soaked through Nox's shirt, tainting it red, but he didn't seem pained. Instead, almost amused. Icy fingers tightened around my wrist.
Your actions don't befit someone of your status, god of the hunt. Stand down.
I am no god. And you? Who are you to judge what befits me? No human... No. Wait.
Nox peered at the peach-haired man through the darkness, scrutinizing his every movement.
You aren't human. You're just like me.
Is he a god or a demon? I think he would be a god. Ooh, nice music now. It's like heavenly music, so is he a god? Hey, do you remember Fawn? Okay, so Peach Boy is the top. That voice says enough! He's not.
Like you? A murderous dog that needs to be muzzled? No, you aren't similar at all.
What you're doing here is wrong. You've abandoned your duty to these people. You've thrown them to the side.
I owe them nothing. They ripped me of my duties when they decided to cage me and feed on my flesh. They sealed their own fate. I watched over these lands for hundreds of years. I gave my all for these people. And look what they did. They betrayed me!
I mean, I can't argue with that. I honestly can't argue with that. They did.
I am truly sorry for what you went through. I know how that feels. I experienced something not so different from you.
Oh, please! I want the information. Is that why he's blind?
Your lust for revenge isn't misplaced. What they did to you was wrong, and many of them deserve death. But the child you possess committed no misdeed. Neither did your other victims.
They are no different. Given time, they'll do the same as their parents and grandparents did before them. You and me, we're the same. Someone like you should be able to see that these walking diseases should be nipped in the bud.
Walking diseases.
No. That's where we differ, it seems. Humans aren't perfect. They have their faults. They sin, their minds can be filled with greed. But that comes with being human. Everyone makes mistakes. You don't have the right to determine their fate. Killing them is wrong. They must be left to learn and grow, to be forgiven for their missteps. They have to be allowed to determine their own fate.
Oh, your wisdom astounds me. Need I remind you of what happened when we last trusted in humans? We were outlawed, hunted, and killed. Exiled from the heavens with nowhere to run.
Wait, so is he an angel? Or a god? Because the Nox demon was clearly, he said he was a god. He was a god of the hunt. The demon has the mentality of a school teacher.
We all swore to protect them at any cost, and they repaid us with murder. Those that survived were left with nothing. They don't deserve forgiveness, they deserve death. They must pay for their crimes.
That was hundreds of years ago. Humans change. They adapt. You need to let go of your hate.
The man in front of me, he's a god? Out of the corner of my eye, I noticed the green-haired man circling behind Nox, slowly and quietly while his attention was elsewhere. Oh, he's gonna do a sneak attack. In his hand, I saw a glistening metal dagger.
Wait!
Oh, God. Rain, you interrupted his carefully processed idea.
I haven't forgotten about you, human.
He spun around and grabbed the green-haired man by the shoulder and instantly lashed out, aiming for his throat. At once, the peach-haired man pushed the other out of the way, taking his place. Nox instantly bit down into his throat. Oh, peach-haired boy took his spot. He wasn't going to let his human get hurt. I squeezed my eyes shut, unable to watch the horrendous scene. I have to do something. And then Nox went skidding across the floor, thrown away.
Are you okay?
Don't worry about it now. We have something more important to deal with.
Is he like poisoned now or something? He held his hand to his throat, stopping the blood.
How? My strength.
Oh, hey, Javira? I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong, but hello! Welcome!
The dagger was laced. The poison isn't lethal, but you'll be paralyzed long enough for us to deal with you.
Oh, that was clever. I don't know why Ilrun gives Brat Bottom vibes.
Please just kill me. I can't live like this any longer.
The two approached and examined him closely.
He doesn't deserve this. No one does. But he's too big a threat to be left alive. Now that I'm finally talking to you face to face, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you've had to live like this. I'm sorry that you've only seen the worst of us. But be at ease. your soul will finally be free.
Wait, please wait! There must be some way to save him, please! Anything but killing him!
They've been together for far too long. If there's a way to separate the two of them, I don't hold that knowledge, but there may be something I can do.
Please! I could never forgive myself if I let him die now.
I'm afraid the other option might be worse than death. I can take away enough of his soul to knock him out, and we can take him to someone who may be able to help. But there's no guarantee he'll ever awaken.
Oh.
And if he doesn't, he'll be trapped with that demon.
That isn't my decision to make. No, it's not, Rain Buddy. It's not. It's Vox. It's Vox. Oh my god, it's not Vox. It's Nox. An eternity of pain, trapped with that demon. No, I couldn't. I looked towards Nox, whose eyes had returned to pink.
Rain. You... Before we met, this is all I dreamt for, but the risk of never waking up is worth it if one day I can be free. I'll be strong. No! I'll not be taken so easily!
Quickly, pin him down!
Oh, we get a picture! I jumped down beside the green-haired man and held Nox to the ground. Between the two of us, we managed to pin him down as he struggled. He was still strong beyond words, but it was nothing compared to the strength I felt before. The poison was working.
Let me go! I'll kill you! I'll kill every single one of you! I'll rip out your throats and feast on you for days! You'll pay for that!
Sorry, buddy, you're not gonna have the chance. If you ever wake up again, it won't be in this body.
Get off of me!
Nox, I'm sorry for what I'm about to do to you. I hope for both your sakes that we can help you, and that one day you can be at peace.
Oh! Oh! Okay, I know he's probably trying to like knock him out or whatever, but that could belong somewhere else. He's so pretty. Oh! He approached and put his mouth to Nox's throat before biting down into his flesh.
What's he doing?
Stay quiet, kid. He's doing exactly what you asked of him. He's saving his life.
The wound on the mysterious man's neck slowly stitched back together as he fed on Nox.
Nox. Nox, I'm so sorry. I promise that no matter what happens, I'll try to help you. Always.
Top. Hey yo, that's mine. Oh, you guys are so entertaining. Yeah, Pink Boy is definitely giving like some top vibes. You're right, Aurelia. Nightjar, I have a feeling he's gonna be knocked out soon, so you can just kidnap the body and go running off with it, okay? Oh, look, his eyes are back! His eyes faded from black to white again, and he looked at me pained.
Rain. Before I go, please.
Freedom at last.
Call me Soren.
Soren? Soren, is that your real name? But we got an achievement. Free Soren. Is that your real name? Why were you going by Nox? As a young boy, Soren helped Caspian escape the demon Nox, who was threatening his life. While Caspian got away safely, Soren was left to deal with the aftermath. While at first, Nox fiercely decided that Soren would take Caspian's place, his parents begged for his life to be spared, as he was their only heir. Sensing an opportunity, Nox came to an agreement with Soren's parents. He would occupy half of Soren's body. The joining was painful for both of them, a ritual rarely used as most of the time it resulted in both of their deaths. Not long after, Soren's parents died at his own hand. He's never forgiven himself for the sins his body has committed, and ever since, he has been alone. He dreams of a day long in the past with Caspian at his side. Yusou had more feelings for Caspian. Can we have the black eyes back? Thank you. What the hell was Nox? Soreness is more fitting, similar to Sebastian. That's because it was the god name. Okay, so Nox was the demon name. I wonder if he gave up calling himself Soren because he felt like he didn't deserve it anymore because of his parents being killed. His real name? Before all this happened?
Soren, I promise, I'll find a way to fix this.
Thank you. Fine. Caspian.
His eyes shut and his head sagged to the side. The man with the peach hair let him go and stepped back, his face covered in Soren's blood.
It's done. You won't be able to cause any more harm.
Soren, I'm so sorry. If only I wasn't so weak.
Toughen up. What's done is done.
Be a little more sympathetic. Raen, listen to me. You did so much already. Without you, he would have given up. You're a true friend. Don't think that you're weak, because that's just not true.
But he might never wake up.
But he also might. He also might and actually have his body back. That was the chance he didn't have before. This holy music for this unholy scene? Hey yo, Peach Boy, may I have the box just a bit? You know, you just want to hold it. You just want to hold it. You just want it for a minute, okay? That's all you need. He's dead, but you can get the younger version. Did he eat him? Did he eat Nox? Is that what happened? Okay, I'll take it. Alright, see you later, Monster Dagger. Where is Fawn?
All we can do is hope. You've done your part.
That thing you did. What was it?
Now isn't the time to go into it. We have some cleaning up to do. Later, we can talk more.
I think it's time for us to leave. We've been here long enough already.
I'll let go of Soren. He's no longer fought against us. The green-haired man stood up and put him over his shoulder.
Where are you taking him?
I know someone who may be able to help, but he's not in Oxabor. Come on, we're getting out of here.
I followed the other two out of the room after picking up the lit candle, like Soren told me. No point in letting the house burn down. Soren, Nox, this isn't how I wanted everything to end. The peach-haired man walked by my side, watching ahead. Now that everything had calmed down, I noticed some things about him that I didn't before. He's blind! His eyes were clouded over, almost foggy. He must have been blind, and yet he found his way around with almost no problem. He's Toph in it. Like Toph from Avatar. And before he was a bird, right? Did I imagine that? A bird? A man? A god?
Raen, I know today's events must be weighing heavily on your mind, and nothing I can say will lighten the load. Just know this. This was the best possible outcome. There's no other way this could have ended.
I know that. But I can't help but feel like I should have done more for him.
The man smiled at me softly.
You did more than you know.
As we approached the entryway, I heard frantic yelling.
What happened? What are we doing here? My head hurts. Fawn, can you kiss it better? Now is not the time. Leos, wake up.
Just let me sleep.
They all got knocked out.
Wake up!
Go away, mouse boy.
I don't have to do this.
The sound of a slap echoed through the hallway.
Ow! God, what the hell? What'd you do that for, huh?
Will you wake up already? Rain's missing.
He's what? Where are we? We were just searching the mansion, right?
They're okay.
Guys?
When we entered the entryway, 3 pairs of eyes turned to face us. First, they looked relieved. Then they noticed the people I was with.
What's going on?
There's a lot to explain. I'm so happy to see you 3.
Before I realized it, tears were streaming down my cheeks. I'm so happy to be alive. To see my friends again.
What's gotten into you?
Aw, he's crying. I think it's time for a group hug.
I don't think now's the time to.
Sign pulled over Leos and Fawn against their will, wrapping his arms around all of us. I quickly did the same.
Okay, that's enough. Can you tell me what exactly happened?
Where to start? Slowly, I went over the events of what just happened, explaining in detail. At times, their faces showed disbelief. At other times, sadness. Every word that escaped my mouth seemed like a lie. So much so I even found myself hard to believe. And yet, they listened to every word intently.
So, in short, the Nox we knew was actually Soren. And Nox was really a demon. A god. I wanted to help him. I wanted to save him, but this was the best we could do.
It just had to be this guy that turned up. What are you doing here?
Oh, not happy to see me?
He's never happy to see you.
Not exactly. But I'll put my disdain to the side for now since you saved his life.
There's no point giving me your praise. If I went in there alone, you would have found my body later, too.
He pointed towards a peach-haired man who stared in our direction.
I'm sorry this is where we had to become acquainted. Under better circumstances.
You were a bird that turned into a man?
It's a long story, and this isn't the place to discuss it.
Oh, come on. Let us know.
Isn't it about time you properly introduced yourselves? I can't help but think that this isn't the kind of thing travelers get involved with.
I ship Leos and Ilrun. I mean, I can see that. Leos is so shippable with everyone other than Raen.
I promise. I'll explain everything properly later. For now, we must get Nox and Soren to someone that can help. And the only way to do that is to leave Oxabor.
As we approached the front door, I blew out the candle and set it down. It almost felt sad. Was this the last candle that ever be lit in this house? The last to ever be blown out? Will Soren get to come back? We exited through the doorway, out into the chilly streets of Oxabor. The darkness outside felt light compared to the heaviness of the Soren mansion. The air was fresher, more alive. After everything that happened, I breathed a sigh of relief. I made it. Fawn, Leos, and Sign are all okay. Soren had a glimmer of hope. We walked through the streets and alleyways until we reached the main road.
This doesn't feel great, does it?
No, it doesn't. You must have felt so alone. So abandoned. You had no one to turn to or depend on. Both Nox and Soren. I feel sorry for both of them.
Me too. Wait a minute. Before we leave, there's something I have to do first.
Oh, welcome back, Max. I left the group towards the town center and approached the village notice board. Last on the list was my name, Raen.
Does anyone have something I can write with?
Here.
Under my name, I wrote Soren Murano. I looked at it for a moment before turning away. This ends things. It's time to leave.
The next stop is Sid Kaem. Soren mentioned that Caspian fled there to get away from Nox.
Sid Kaem? You never stop surprising me. Actually, that's where I'm headed to as well.
Is it really where you're headed to, or are you just going where we're going? That's the question.
Wait, weren't you meant to return home? You live in Sidcaeum?
That's right. I was feeling a little sad, you know? Thinking we'd have to part ways after all we've been through together and all we have left to do. But fate really has a way of making things happen, huh? Why don't you come back in my carriage? It's a few days' travel away, and I have plenty of room to spare.
Well, what a kind offer. It would be rude of me not to accept.
Who invited you? Walk.
I bet he has a waterbed. Let's go to his place.
How many times do I have to tell you? You have to ask first. You can't just hitch a ride with whoever you want. Although, if it was being offered, we wouldn't turn it down. The person who may be able to help Nox also lives in Sidcaeum. And if we have to carry him the whole way, it'll add days to our journey.
Oh, so everyone's going there.
The more the merrier, of course.
But I'm sorry, but you might need turned into a bird so everybody can fit. I miss my God of the Hunt husband. Maybe he'll be back one day. The smile was wiped off of Sign's face. He seemed wary. Not annoyed like Leo's, but as if he was quietly calculating something.
Wait, are you kidding me? The last time was hell and I have to do it again?
Last time wasn't so bad.
Maybe for you. I was squished between a bunch of assholes.
I can't thank you enough. If you're happy to have us, of course we'll come with you.
Let's not waste any more time then. It's finally time for the shadow to pass over Oxabor.
Perhaps tomorrow will be the day a new sun rises.
We found ourselves headed towards the outskirts of town, where Lias dropped us off just yesterday. It's only been a day! It was almost funny how it felt like it happened weeks ago, but in reality, we spent only 2 days here.
Oh, I have to warn you, my driver is...
Sir, is that you?
Here we go again.
He ran at Sign faster than I've ever seen a human being move. He dashed forward and crashed into the ground at Sign's feet, sobbing.
Sir, how could you do this to me? You've been gone since yesterday. I thought you were dead. I've been worried sick.
Come on, it was just a little detour. No harm done.
No harm. Your parents are going to kill me. They'll murder me. Every time I tell you not to run off, and yet you do it anyway.
You're embarrassing me. Stand up.
Can I help you up?
I raised my hand to help the man up, but he just glared at me from the ground.
And who are these people? Don't tell me you've picked up even more men. What will your parents think? You know they don't like you hanging around the common folk.
Hey, what does he mean by common folk?
I almost feel like I should be offended.
Oh, Lord Synaculus. All night, I've been wandering the streets, trying to find you. Why would you do this to me?
Learn Sign's true name. That was an achievement. Synaculus? That's a mouthful.
Hey, don't call me...
Oh my...
Synaculus? Is that your name?
You've got to be kidding me. That's it's hilarious. Hold on. Let me bow down to you, Lord Synaculus.
Shut up! Pretend you never heard that.
Sign was red from ear to ear and refused to meet my eyes. Surprisingly, I found it pretty refreshing to see. Lord, though, interesting. He must be pretty important, more so than he seemed at first, since he usually spends his time messing around. It's hard to imagine him as a lord. But he does have a lot of money, and a driver for his own fancy carriage. His personality isn't very lordy, though. I'm sure we'll have plenty of time to discuss his lordness if this trip is as long as we've been told, though.
Just shut up! This is my retainer, Ether.
Sign quickly dragged Ether up from the floor where he was laid in a pile sobbing.
hold of yourself. Don't you think it's time to go home? Look, I'm here. Let's go.
Sir, we're already 2 days late. There's no explaining ourselves out of this. I'll be killed. Or worse, fired.
Okay. I promise I won't run off. All right. Does that make it better?
You've said that last time, too. Sir, you have to pinky promise me.
Will you shut up? I'm not a kid anymore. I'm not doing that.
Then I'm not going anywhere. You didn't have any problem with it last week.
Just fine. Okay, fine. I pinky promise I won't run off again. Can we leave now?
Is it really okay that we hitch a ride? If it's too difficult, we can just...
No, you're coming with me. Ether, get the horses ready to leave.
You're bringing them with you. Don't you think they're a little dirty?
We're dirty.
We're standing right here. I can hear every word you're saying.
I can't carry this guy all day. Get a move on.
Let me give you a hand with him.
Thanks. Let's just set him down in the back.
They pushed a horror-stricken driver out of the way and set Soren's unconscious body in the back of the garage. Sign gave Ether a look, and he ran towards the driver's seat. I felt a little bad for him having to deal with all our trouble. He called us dirty. The rest of us piled into the back. The interior was even more lavish than I imagined. Lilas's carriage, while uncomfortable, couldn't dream of comparing. Even so, with all 7 of us squished in, it was a little tight. Sign, Leos, Fawn, and I sat on one side, while Soren and the other 2 sat on the other. Seeing as Sign traveled here alone, it was surprising that his carriage was quite this big.
Wow, this is cozy. And a much better idea than traveling by foot. I should give myself a pat on the back for getting us this ride.
Huh? What for? Without us, you'd be walking.
Do you expect me to thank you? You're as much of a freeloader as I am.
And the difference is I was invited.
I try not to sweat the details.
I looked towards a peach-haired man seated across from me. He stayed out of the conversation, quietly minding his own business. He was the real mystery. Who is he truly? An actual god in the flesh? Then why does he seem so normal? Why doesn't he look any different to the rest of us? But if what I heard in Soren's manner is true, then he'd be hundreds, if not thousands of years old. How can a god just walk the planet? I thought they were meant to be in the heavens, protecting Aurelia Cavella. That carriage better have at least 3 horses to power it needs to carry all of them, yeah. But Nox and this man said that they were exiled and hunted. But who has the power to do that?
Ether, please take us back to Sid KM.
Sign's retainer pulled open a small glass window, poking his head through.
Yes, sir. But may I ask, is he dead?
Shush, he's asleep. You wouldn't want to wake him, would you?
No, sir.
He closed the window with a face as if he just ate something sour. It seemed like he really hated us, and he was very protective of Sign. They must have been together for a long time.
He seems... pleasant? How long have you known each other?
Huh? Ether? His family served mine for decades, so we were kind of brought up together.
What, like brothers or something? Your family must be pretty important.
They like to think they are.
The carriage slowly made its way through the dark streets of Oxford, pulling along by 3 horses in front. There you go, Aurelia. Exactly 3 horses. Looking at everyone in here, I wasn't surprised that Ether was worried. A peach-haired man wearing only a poncho, a seedy-looking guy with a body over his shoulder.
Alright, when are we gonna get some answers? Just what is going on here?
Who are you two?
Hey, come on now. It's late. Get some sleep and I'll explain everything tomorrow.
Tomorrow, all we've done is wait. I'm getting sick of it.
I looked again at the beach-haired man. I felt oddly drawn to him. It's as if I was meeting a long-lost friend, but I don't think we ever actually met. I am a psychic. I must be gifted. Author, are you... Aurelia, are you an author of this man?
They say patience is a virtue. You'd be wise to practice it.
Oh, you little...
It's fine. I'm pretty tired myself, so we can talk more tomorrow.
A night's rest will do you well. You've been through a lot today.
Leo grumbled but dropped it, leaning back to get some sleep. I'd lay in the frickin' floor. Look, there's more room down here. Fawn and Sign quickly follow suit. That night, it took me a long time to find sleep.
Raen. Raen, can you hear me? You travel. Somewhere I cannot follow.
Hey, she's coming through a lot clearer and making more sense.
I'll catch up soon.
Raen. Raen, wake up.
Is it morning already?
You slept like a baby. Everyone else is outside stretching their legs.
Okay, I think we should actually stop here for today. I think it's been 2 hours, I think. It took me a little bit to get started, so I was just making sure. Yep. Alright. Wow, a lot happened this episode. We fought out a demon. This is a BO game. You're too late. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. And there's our future husband right there. Fawn. Alright, we're going to end here for today. We'll pick up next Wednesday. Hopefully Wednesday. And hopefully we'll get to Sid Ham and get some more answers. Like, I'm like half expecting Ilrun and the pink chair boy to just like disappear today because they're like, oh, we'll explain tomorrow, and then he just vanishes, you know. Chill background. There we go. Okay, I did save it. There we go. And me being an offering to Nox is a dinner plate. I mean, you... Nightjar's over here, like, totally sacrificing themselves, being like, hey Nox, you hungry? I can help you out. Man, you guys are thirsty this stream. I mean, when are we not thirsty in our Wednesday streams? Okay. The best way to keep up with, like, updates about, like, whether we're streaming or not is through Discord. I know all you guys are currently in the Discord, but for anybody else that is watching, the best way to keep up with what is going on is through my Discord. And I post updates about when we're streaming. Listen, we're always thirsty. Yes, you guys are. Listen, I have types. I mean, good on you for knowing your types. Me too. Okay, I will admit, Peach Hair Boy was so cute, Poppy. I can't believe he popped up naked. He was naked. And Elrond was just there with the robe, just like, hey, yep, there you go. Does he just always carry the clothes with him? We don't see him with a backpack or anything, but I guess it makes sense if he's carrying clothes for, that boy around. I mean, he's got, as much as I travel, he's got to have, like, a backpack with just his clothes in it. Yes, his cataracts make him more alluring. Like, he is a bit blind, though, is he? He can't... It's not cataracts, is it? Of course, he is hundreds, if not thousands of years old, so it might be cataracts. Oh, no. And what did he do? Did he just, like, eat Nox's essence or something? Like, did he... Well, his... Whenever he started drinking or feeding from Nox, his wound healed. So, did he just, like, ingest most of his soul? Because he said he would leave a bit of the soul behind to try to get, Soren back. But, did he honestly just eat Nox? He popped out like a Pokemon. He did. He had the poof and the little white clouds everywhere, too. I like him, too. Oh, fun fact. The studio has a shop, and you can buy like little couple charms on there of the characters. This is a live stream version, so we won't know. Yeah, I seen the pink hair boy and Ilrun on there together, and I'm just like, when are we gonna learn more about them? And now we do, and I'm like, yep. They needed a charm. But alright, I'm gonna end this here. I need to go make me a nice cup of tea. And I will see you guys soon. I hope you all have a nice day. And we will be going to Sitkaham in the next episode.